What up, traders? It's Warmaster Tay up in this mood. Today we got day number 7 of our Project Night Lords. So let's take a look. I got a, as my friend the Chesney Christ would say, another Max Payne guy here. Pew pew pew. These guys were all made basically with the Corn Berserker kits, and I love that with the Corn Berserkers you get arms where they're holding bolt pistols in one hand and the other hand, as well as the weapons in one hand, the other hand. I really use those to my advantage here, making these guys. So here are my accounts as Berserkers. Again, I took the helmets and I shaved them down, and I love doing that. I think for anybody who's collecting Berserkers and wants to use Berserkers but don't really like the strange looking helmets, chopping them down, filing them down, also makes them look more pre-heresy. I think some of these helmets look very much like the Fantasy Chaos Warrior helmets, much more archaic than the current Mark 7, Mark 6 that you see on the current Space Marines and even the Chaos Space Marines. Some of them. Okay, so there's that guy. Here's guy number 2. So where did his chainswords go? They went to this guy. Woo! Choppy McChopperson with all the choppy bits. I gave him the backpack from the Possess with the scything talons. I gave him 2 chainswords. I decided that I'm gonna keep the chain axes because they are so cool looking. Just in case one day, a long time from now, I decided to do World Eaters as a project, or maybe even just to do how to paint a World Eaters Chaos Space Marine tutorial. Hey, that'd be pretty cool, right? This is another guy that had a helmet with the corn flaps, corn flaps on the side. So I shaved those down, but very cool skull-looking helmet. So that's kind of what the Night Lords love, that that they could paint that white skull on the front of their helmets, on their suits. So that's cool. And then here's guy number 3 running forward, and I decided to put his chainsword in a backwards choppy thing, choppy look, and I decorated the chain across his torso with a grenade, put another grenade on his belt, gave him a sheathed knife, and he's got his bolt pistol. For any of you building your Marines, your Chaos Marines, or your regular Marines, I found that the easiest way to do it is when you first cut the arms or the weapons, if you're using bolters and you have to glue them to the arm. When you're first cutting them out of the sprue, that's the best time to drill the hole in, because you've got your modeling knife and you're scraping the mold lines off, or you should be, and that's when you can just put the tip on the end and just kind of dig and screw your way into it. With a Dremel or a hand drill, I found it takes a little bit longer and you have to be a little bit more patient with it. I just kind of went in with my hobby knife after I cleaned off the edges, and I just put the tip in and I just like twisted it back and forth like a corkscrew. Works really good. Okay, and this is actually, shh, don't tell anybody, it's a right hand. Dun dun dun. But once you chop it off at the wrist and glue it on, you can't really tell. And so, yeah. Crazy. And let me show you my champion for my counts as Berserker unit. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. I gave him a Possessed backpack, and there was a skull with a spike sticking through it in the back. I decided to cut off the spike, and then I had to shave off the top of the skull so that this Cadian helmet would fit. I got it off of the Imperial Guardsman frame, the Cadian Shock Troopers frame. They have like extra bits and stuff, so there's this helmet I decided to just put on. He's got a hanging skull off of his belt. I shaved off the corn symbology, and I glued on a bolt pistol, slapped on a close combat weapon in a sheath, gave him the power fist from the regular old Chaos Space Marine sprue, shaved down the corn flaps on his helmet, and stuck a Space Marine helmet in his hand. So you just rip that sucker off, and underneath I kind of cleaned off the bottom, and then I drilled on the inside, or I scraped off the inside with my hobby knife, and then I just put some green stuff, little bits inside to color them up as guts. What I also tried to do this, and it didn't really quite work the way I would have liked it to, but I took some hair, and when I drilled the hole, I filled it with some sticky plastic glue, and then I put like the tiny strands of hair inside and kind of made them come at this angle down and kind of curled around. And then after the glue had dried, I took some corn red, which is why it's got some bits of red, and then I painted it onto the bristles of the hair so that it would look, it would clump and kind of follow the line of the hair, and it would look like he was he grabbed the head and just like pulled it off, and that the blood was like spewing out, and it looked okay. The corn red even clumped in certain areas to make it look like really random with the way the hair was, or the blood was coming out of the helmet. But it just, I don't know, I didn't, once I looked at the finished thing, I realized, oh, I'm gonna have to spray this and primer it and then paint all around it, so I just ripped those suckers out, and I might do it again later. It looked okay. I might do it and see what you guys think of it. I'll do it in a daily update, see what you guys think. But yeah, so that's him. That's all I got done today. It's the day after the last day of school, so I have to run into my classroom and clean everything out, and want to make sure I do that while there's still daylight. So, plus I wanted to get this video up for those of you who are doing my painting project and following along, so you can post your video responses and be on top of your day number 7. So I'm gonna end it here. I just want to say thank you guys for following along. I'm trying to catch up and follow now all of the daily video responses you guys have been making. Feral Strike, X27 something, I don't remember your screen name off the top of my head, but my brother from the islands, now living on the mainland with his orcs and goblins, and everybody else who's been posting. I've been watching, you know, the Chaos Dwarves and the Blood Angels, Space Marines, and so many great projects out there, the Necro Sphinx. You guys are doing such great work, and I really love watching your videos, playing it on in the background while I'm doing my own updates. And doing what I'm doing. It's great to see all you guys jumping in. For those of you who haven't joined in yet, it's never ever too late. Just jump on in at any day, and any day of the month. Just start your own project and just go back to day number 1 and just post daily updates. I'm gonna have this video up for like the rest of the life of my channel, you know, so if you're watching this, you know, years down the line and you want to start your own daily project log, it doesn't have to be June, it doesn't have to be 2012, just jump on in from day 1 and follow along. The main goal of this is to do daily updates, even if you don't do anything. Like my daily update, if I woke up late and didn't put these guys together, would have been basically me showing a model that I'd already done and saying, oh yeah, welcome to day number 7, didn't do anything because I slept in, but what I want to do later on in the day is possibly finish this guy over here. Yeah, you know, we'll see. So, you know, you don't need to have any kind of progress, impressive leaps and bounds from one day to the next. That's my goal for myself, but really for all of you guys out there who don't have the time and whatever, just try to get the updates in as much as possible, daily if possible, and everybody likes to watch them. That's why everybody is going to be coming to mine, like I said, is going to be coming to yours, and I'd love to help you build a fan base, because we've just got such an awesome community. And thanks to everybody who responded too to my Corn Berserkers log or video unboxing. As you can see, I took those Corn Berserkers and kind of did my own thing with them, but I really appreciate all of your input and insight. I'm definitely going to be putting these guys in a rhino. That's probably why I'm picking up so many rhinos now, and trucking them around the field along with my terror squads and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget, Simply Painted Miniatures. If you want a miniature painted throughout the month of June, if you'd like a Chaos Raptor squad, go ahead and mention my video log, and you will get a 10% discount. Super awesome, and it's a great little starting company for commission painting. So what are my goals tomorrow? I'd like to unbox the Rhino tonight, show all of you what is in that, and how I plan on building that, because I think these are all the troops that come in the battle force, which means I'm gonna have to start painting these guys pretty soon. Whoa! So I hope you guys stick along for that. I've got some great ideas to differentiate my 3 squads, and to show a little difference in the paint scheme of the Night Lords, while still keeping the Night Lords paint scheme, showing a little difference on what my Berserkers are gonna look like. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.